Hi, my name is Florian Jakob, and I'm going to show you a little bit around on ProfiCloud.io, the IoT platform from Phoenix Content. Today in this video, we are going to tackle how to create your very first dashboard with the Graph widget. And without further ado, let's dive right in. So I'm already in the Timeshift data service. What I have done, I set up a dashboard by clicking on the plus over here. I saved it and changed some settings. And in this video, we are going to actually take the very first look on data. This is, as I always say, is where the magic happens. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give my panel a new name. We are going to call it state of health, since we want to monitor the state of health. And I'm going to give it a description. So I can now collapse the settings. Just a few words about the visualization options we have. I said we are going to talk about the graph visualization, which is pre-selected over here, but there are a whole lot of different visualizations that can be used to make the dashboard just as you like to have it, to give you the greatest value. For this video, I'm just going to collapse it because the graph widget is already selected. So in here, we are going to take a look at the display options in a few minutes, or let's say in a few moments. Right now, I just want to take a look at this area. In here is where you select the data and give it new names and stuff like that. This is a visualization of a query. I can now, for example, I like to do that because it makes the whole working with the dashboards easier. I'm just going to give it a name. We cannot use empty fields here, so I'm going to name it state underscore of charge. Makes it easier to use it later on. Now I can, in the first row of the query builder, I can select my device, which is the energy storage number 1. And I can now select the metrics. We also have an autocomplete in here, so we are going to search for state. And we can see the state of charge and the state of health. And today in this video, we're going to take a look at the state of charge. And right now, what we can see, the data is now in here, which is good, but so far it's pretty difficult to actually see where the single data points are located. There's one very easy way to actually fill out the gaps in between these data points. And we can do that if we take a look at the row. We can take a look at the fill options, and we can set it to previous. And then we have a strange looking line, but it is continuously showing the values. That's something we need to do. Now we are taking a look at the last 3 hours, which data comes in, new data comes in every 30 seconds. Now I can see the state of charge dot mean. The mean is the mean value that is being selected for my visualization. I can change it to, if I click on the plus, to count, distance, last, whatever. But so far, the mean value works just fine, and it's depending on your use case. I want to give it a new name. I'm going to name it state of charge, because then something else is happening. The metric name that can be seen here and the value is changed to state of charge, and it's very easy to read now. Now, since we are talking about the state of charge, we are also talking about percentage value. And now we are taking a look at the display option over here. So in the display option, I can change the visualization of the graph widget. I could put it in bars, in lines, change the line width if I want to. I could also have like a staircase. I could say I want the area underneath it to be filled with the whole color, with a gradient, whatever you like. Okay, about the series overrides, I can now individualize everything in here with the alias I have set over here. So I could now say state of charge should not be green anymore. So I'm just going, you can see a lot of options in here. But so far what we're going to do is we are going to look for the color, click on change, and I can say I want it to be gray. And then you can see now the option is in here. If I'm changing the queries, and the alias will still be state of charge, it will be automatically changed as well. But now the more important thing is I want to have a unit in here. So we are taking a look at the left y-axis, and we can see that the unit is preset as short. and we want to not have it as short, we want to have it at percentage. And now I can select if I have a full number or a percentage, something like this. And then we can see that the state of charge is now at 76%, 75, whatever you like. And that's important to make it readable for everyone else. I could now set the minimum of the y-axis to, for example, 0. I could set the max to 1, so we can actually see 100% of the whole scale in here. We can see the time over here. And I just want to mention something in here. If I want to have multiple queries in one graph, that's absolutely possible. I could now copy this by clicking here, could now select a different data source. I can rename it and so on and so on. And then it will be, I'm just going to show it real quick, looking like this. And right now it's exactly the same query, so we can see there's no change in here. But so far, that's the main options in the graph widget. Thank you very much for watching these small video snippets. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to show you around, give you a live demonstration of what we are showing here. And we are very curious about your use cases, so please reach out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.